Well, we have cleaned up some stuff. I got my fences put away, except for the corner posts. And we went through and picked all the pumpkins. It's the last day of September. I figured might as well pick them, get them put up on the step for decoration, and then that leaves not really anything left in here for the chickens to destroy, even though they've been in here through the fence anyway. Put a couple here for decoration. If you're ever looking for some very spooky looking Halloween plants, spent rudbeckia is very black. Just a, tip. Now that the grasshoppers seem to have died down, my flowers are starting to do really well. These cosmos are going crazy. Some of these haven't even bloomed yet, but they're got tons of buds. So they're looking really nice. So I think they'll keep going until it freezes. And now that I got most of the fence up, we can mow in here when we need to before winter. And I do still have to clean all of this up so I can plant garlic. But my wagon that I hook up to the back of my golf cart's wheel is busted, so I can't really haul anything right now. I moved this out of the aisleway, and you can see the damage, serious damage from squash vine borers. Ugh, gross. And you can tell it's in multiple places. You can also see where it's been growing new roots. So this guy actually made it through, but by the time it started setting fruit, it was pretty far into the season here, so it really didn't do much, and the cucumber beetles actually ate everything. So that is unfortunate. I've got this volunteer marigold that I am just dying to see bloom. Look at this thing. It is just gorgeous. And it is growing in crushed asphalt. And it looks great. Go figure, right? I pulled out the patty pans and the one random baby boo that was in there. Those had gotten quite a bit of squash vine borer damage as well, but we're putting on fruit like you wouldn't believe. So I'm yanking all that stuff out. My sorrel now is exceptionally happy with the little more sun and the cooler weather. Actually, I haven't looked at this celery. It's pretty small, but one celery made it, and then these lettuce went to seed. Onions are kind of small. I still have some carrots left in here. My second round of radishes, they're doing a little better. They were kind of slow, and they looked like they were going to bolt, but some of them are getting through. So, like I said, these cosmos are loving this weather, and they are gorgeous. Little bees still hanging out there. So I'm just trying to clean up a little bit here and there. I think I'm going to leave most of this. I might pull the things that are actually weeds, like this thing. I don't know if that's hemp. No, I don't think it is. The swamp hemp, but I'll leave these. I've decided I just will thin much better next year. And I've kind of given up on tomatoes, to tell you the truth. There's a lot left, but they're all kind of the weird, small, goofy shaped ones. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll leave them for the critters or what I'm going to do. I've got this cherry tomato that I planted from seed that's just taking over the world. Peppers didn't do very good. Go figure, they're totally buried and everything else. There were beans in here as well. And I probably will leave all that just to, kind of fertilize, chop it all up. Some straw flowers. I also had some beans over here that are not doing good. I have a weird volunteer watermelon actually don't even know what variety this is, but it doesn't look like any of the varieties I planted last year. I mean, it could have been a rogue seed from this year, but the watermelons were all over there, so I don't know. We did have quite a bit of on and off rain yesterday, but I mean, this says over an inch, and I do not believe that's what we actually got, so I'm not sure if I forgot to dump that or what the story was. But yeah, look at this. This is seed there, and it's all comes way out there. Got a few more spaghetti squash left to pick. We've got one more farmer's market. Oh, and I got a kid. So for the most part, those are pretty much done for. I just got to pick them. I do have a couple cabbages that were getting decimated by cabbage moss, but this guy is actually growing a little. It's got a hole there. I don't think it'll go too far before winter, but it probably enjoys this cooler weather. And this watermelon is just, it's got flowers again. It's going crazy. Well, this one too. So I don't think they're going to do anything. It's just sort of a last ditch effort, I think. And the Brussels sprouts, which also took the brunt of the cabbage moss. I've got one that actually has sprouts on it, so we'll let that one go. These guys aren't going to get too far, I don't think. Little bitty, but the golden raspberries are putting on fruit again. The regular, or the red ones aren't, but so some stuff is still trying hard to keep going, but I am not trying hard any longer. I'm done. So now I'm just slowly cleaning as I have time so that I don't have to rush the day before a freeze, or, well, freeze isn't a big deal, but the day before, 3 feet of snow. Still have hollyhocks. Considering how late it is, it's still very jungly out here. So it's kind of fun. I like the garden when it is low pressure.